If you're looking for a stunningly good deal on a JDM to import,
Here's some weird advice from your friendly neighborhood JDM investment advisor.
don't look at the cars that everybody is already buying. Look at the stuff that has been forgotten, doesn't have a cult following in gray markets, and is so niche that collectors don't know about them. There are entire classes of near-forgotten vehicles priced differently from other cars because of their dimensions and displacement. K cars in Japan hold value and command strong used prices because of parking regulations that make their ownership cheap. Well-known cars bring good yens because there are collectors and enthusiasts paying attention. If you're following JDM prices on Bring a Trailer, you've probably noticed what cult enthusiasm does to values. But in between the K and cult dimensions and displacement, there are entire classes of compact and subcompact cars, trucks, and vans that get little to no appreciation at home or abroad, which can be tagged and bagged for comparative deals. Recently, a client made a request for a Suzuki Swift Sport. This was a car I knew nothing about before bringing it to Canada. It looked familiar to me from a winter beater I had a few years ago, but it sports a 1.5-liter engine and is slightly bigger than the K. When I posted this on my Instagram account before it exported, I came to learn that it had been sold in other markets as an Ignis Sport. The sport version was offered with amazing kit for a car in its class, with factory Recaro fishnet seats, lower and stiffer suspension than other trims, higher output engine, NK wheels, and rally mud flaps, more pronounced flared wheel arches, and a nice aggressive stance. The brochure argues that the sport was a byproduct of rally success with this chassis. Suzuki sold the Sport with an M15A engine, which is a 1.5-liter twin-cam 4-cylinder 16-valve with variable valve timing. Output at 113 horsepower at 6,500 RPM,
And 105 foot-pounds of torque at 4,100 RPM, all to the front wheels.
While that might sound underwhelming, the three-door Sport weighs only 930 kilograms and does 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 9 seconds. It has better power-to-weight ratio than any of the K-Class sports cars or hot hatches. You couldn't buy these in automatic, only a 5-speed transmission geared fairly close ratio for good standing start acceleration. Suzuki is good at small displacement, power, and fun. In 2004, you could buy this car for 1,249,500 yen, which was 15 grand Canadian. If you were shopping for a hot hatch in 04 and doing some price comparison, the 04 EP3R was 26,500 Canadian dollars. And today, if you find an EP3R in this condition in Japan, the price tag would be about 6 to 8 times the cost of buying this Swift. Driving the Sport is a lot of fun. It feels light and responsive, and its stiff suspension and wide stance feel great in corners with nice grip. The NA M15 does have a pretty wide power band,
And I assume it pulls hard right up to its red line.
and the factory exhaust has a nice pitch that doesn't drone inside. There's a nice upright seating position inside with white face gauges that light up blue in the dark. The Recaros give you decent support when you're cornering. For an 04, this wasn't exactly Spartan either. There is a 4-channel stereo,
Central lock.
power windows, parking mirrors, industrial strength cup holders built into the lower dash, a set of back seats which have enough room for an adult or can be folded flat into a fairly decent trunk space. It's actually a lot of car for its money, with flourishes like leather-wrapped steering wheel and metal nameplates on the floor mats. So who would have bought a car like this in 04? This one-owner example had only covered 35,000 kilometers when it arrived in Canada, and looked pretty well preserved with a few minor exceptions for paint. There's a complete set of books with some records, service stickers inside and out, but I did come across one clue when I noticed a disc changer under the passenger seat. Dude was a Bon Jovi fan.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the Swift.